This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. So I hope you all tried with these problems, whatever we have done in last class. If anybody has a doubt, you can ask me. I will proceed. Does anybody has a doubt? Since no one is responding me, so I'll consider that as you people have no doubts. So in last class we had started with the text functions, right? So we have done with upper, lower, proper, trim, concatenate. Okay, these are the functions we have used. So now, among this text function, we still have few more text functions to be covered. So now let me take a word called education. You can type anything. I'm using here as education. This text I'll use for the functions where I'm going to use it for the right, function right, left, and mid. Mid means middle. These are the functions I'm going to use with this education.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in concatenate in which sums you sent, ma'am. You told to do a homework, no, ma'am. In that, I had a doubt in concatenate.
Once again, let me open those things.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me which one, ma. This one?
Yes, ma'am, this one. I didn't understand how to do that, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now see, expected output is I have a name and a date of birth. So I want it like this. I want it like this. So what I will do equals to concatenate. I told you we can use concatenate or we can use and functions anything. So I'm using concatenate. So first I will select this. After this, I need a apostrophe S, right? So I'll give a comma, I'll open a double quote, I'll type it as apostrophe yes. Then close a double quote, give a comma. Then what I need, date of birth. You can select the cell, but still I'll type here as DOB. So again, after this, I need a space also, right? So I'll give a space, open a double quote, give a space, give a double quote, close it. Now I have to type DOB. After this word, again I need a space. So again open a double quote, give a space, close a double quote, give a comma. Then is. So again I'll open a double quote, I'll type it as is, I'll close a double quote, give a comma. Is what? August. I need it like this. So I can select this. Okay, I can select this, or if you want to type you can type it. I'll tell you how to change the date format later on when I'll be doing a date functions. So I'm just selecting this. Here ends my function, close the bracket, enter. So this is how it is displayed. But see the date, it says me, it is not showing me this date, it is showing me something else. Now what I will do, I'll go for this. Just you can right click here itself. You have a format cell. The screen will open. If not, go for the screen. Under Home tab, General, you have this launch button. Click on this, go for this date. Now look here, what is the format I need? August 05 1956. That method you have to see whether you have it. Okay, I don't have or I have, you have to check it out. So after checking that method, you will select it. If not, how to set that we will see later. Now at present, I'm just selecting this method. I'll click on OK.
Ma'am, could you repeat?
I'll repeat once again. Once again, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Why are we not getting the recorded videos from past 2 days, ma'am?
Sorry, ma'am. There is the person
Excuse
who
me,
has to
ma'am.
share you the. Yeah,
Ma'am, yesterday's and day before yesterday's link, when will we get? Because I need to
you.
revise it. I just did not understand
I'll
some
give
of
you the
the
answer.
features.
I'll answer you. Don't need to worry. The concerned person who used to share the link is on leave. So actually, we have updated him already to post it today. So might be by today evening, end of the day, you might receive. If not, including today's, you will receive tomorrow. I'm sure tomorrow you will receive.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
and
Thank
and
you.
sorry for the delay. Okay, you will be receiving it.
Okay, and ma'am. Okay, thank.
Tell me. If you have any doubts, you ask me. No doubts. So no one has a doubt.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, look here. So I'll repeat this once again by using this link. So changing this date format, I will tell you when I use a date functions. Okay. Now we will do this again. Equals to concatenate. Okay. So I want this two mail ID together. So what? First I'll select this. Select this. This is the name. Give a comma. After this, I need the at the rate. So I'll open a double quote. I'll type it as at the rate, close the double quote, give a comma, then I'll select gmail.com. Close the bracket, enter. You will get like this. So this one changing the date format, I'll tell you in a date functions, then you can work on this. So when I go for this, you can go for the other option, custom. Custom. Here, what it is showing me is month, date, and the year. I'll just remove this. So customizing, you have a method to follow how you want an output. So that method you can use it in order to change the date and time. Okay. Now what? Once again, ma'am. Okay. So this I've done. So next one we will see this changing a date format. I'll tell you in a concatenate how to change later on. Okay. Now we will go for next option, which we have in our functions. So we will work on this. I have typed a text here. Okay. Based on this text, we are going to work some functions. Okay. Now, in this word education, I have a three function. I'm going to work on this word. If you are done, then I'll start this. Now look here. I want to see few characters from this text. So that is from the education. I want to see few characters from the right side. From right side. For that, I have a method. Here equals to right, R-I-G-H-T, right. So text, where do I have a text? This is my text. I'll select this, give a comma. From right side, how many characters you want to see? Number of characters. So I'll give here as 4. Close the bracket, enter.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Yama equals to right. From the right side, I would like to see some characters from this text. So right, open a bracket, select the text. So this is my text. Education is my text. Give a comma. From right side. So from your right side, how many characters you want to see? Number of characters. How much you want to see? So I need to see 4 characters. Close the bracket and you got this.
Ma'am, when I'm drawing, I'm getting in place of four, I'm getting three.
Did you give a space in between somewhere? So from the like after n, did you give a space? You just cross check mark. Just go here, double click
Ah,
inside this. If there is a space, remove mark.
yes,
Even
ma'am.
a space will be considered as one character. If you have a space in between, say example, if I give a space here, one space. Now see, so space is also considered as. Okay, so you should remember that if there is a space, you should say that also one character. So only then you will get the number of characters correctly. Now see here, equals to the from the left side I want to see left, open a bracket, select your text, give a comma. Like now, how many characters you would like to see? So I'll give it as 3. I'll give it as 3. Close the bracket, enter. Okay, so now you will find this. So next one we will see middle function. Middle function. So that means from middle I would like to see few characters. So you have to give it here equals to mid, open a bracket, open a bracket. So select your text. After selecting this, how many characters you would like to see? Okay, so now I'll give a comma. From this, I would like to see from the middle few characters. So I want to see from the C. C is which character for me? Fourth character. So fourth character. From the fourth character, how many characters you want? I need 3 characters. So I'll give 3. So E, D, U, C. C is my fourth character. So it has to start from the C character. So 4. How many characters it has to display me? 3 characters. 3. Close the bracket. Press enter. So from the middle, it will display 3 characters to you. Are you all getting the same answer?
Yes, ma'am.
So I hope now you can solve the other problems which you were having in your text. Now we'll go for the next functions. Um, I'm going for the next sheet. You can type whatever you want. I'm going to use few characters, few numbers, and few symbols. Whichever you feel like using, you use it. I'm giving here Anu, 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. Some symbols I'll give, characters, Bala, 100, one blank, 300, one blank. Then I'll use a character here and then I'll give a name here as Chitra, enter, one blank again. So we will give a numbers now. 450 I'll give. So again one blank I'm giving. I'll give some characters now. Percentage symbol, $1 symbol, one blank, one name we will give. So Nadia, some name as well. You can type some characters like this, whatever you feel like. Now look here. These characters, for your understanding, what I have done, I just typed here. For this, I'll also give borders. See, this place, whichever it is blank, I have nothing typed. It is completely blank. If there is space, means even that will be counted as one character. Even that will be counted as one character. Now let me zoom the screen a bit for you. Using this data, we are going to use a function count, count A, count blank. These are the three functions which we are going to use. Again, I'm giving all borders. So what does this count do? What does this count do? First we will find the answer, then I'll explain you what it is. Equals to count, count, open a bracket, open a bracket. Now select this range, select all this range. Okay, select all this range, close the bracket, press enter. Select this range and then press enter. I'm getting an output as 4. What is 4 now? How did I get this 4?
Ma'am, because there are four numbers which is present, or
Yes, that's the right answer because it will only count where there are values. Only values. Here, when I give this equals to count, count. See, counts the number of cells in a range that contains numbers. That contains only numbers, which means this will only see counts the number of cell. Number of cell. It is not counting the values. Total it is not doing, but only where there is a value counts the number of cells which is having numbers. Now next one we will try. Okay, equals to count A. Count A. Open a bracket. Now select this range, close the bracket. Select this range, close the bracket. Press enter. I'm getting here as 12. Now how did I get this?
This includes both the name and the characters, I guess, ma'am.
Yes, it will count the number of cells in a range that is not at all empty. Wherever I have anything, whether I have a name, whether I have a numbers, whether I have a symbols, special characters, anything. Even if the cell is having a single space, even that it will be counted as one cell which has been used. So all the cells which is used. So it counts all the cells which is used, means contains character. Now see here it is a blank. Now I'll give one single space and press enter. See, automatically it counted as 13. Now I'll remove the space here and then press enter. It changes to 12. Understood?
Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, the count is about how the variables and the numbers, no, ma'am. If we give space, what is the difference, ma'am?
Okay, see this. I'm just giving a highlight. What is the difference you want to know? At
Not the
present,
difference, ma'am. It's like if you give space, how can a number increase?
space is also considered as one character. That means the cell is used. See here, when I give it as count A, it says count the number of cells in a range that are not empty. Space means one character has been added. I didn't, it means I've worked something in that cell. So it is counted as one character. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is in red color. Now count the blank, the number of cells that are blank, empty. We are going to see the number of cells which is equals to count blank. I'll go for count blank, open a bracket, select the range. In this range, which are the cells that is blank? This I want to know. Close the bracket, press enter. So 6 cells are blank cells. So we will see this. I'll just give some highlighting color. Two. So have a 3, then have a 4, then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here one more 7. But there is only 6 I'm getting. So where did I had a space that you have to see? Here I didn't had. Here I didn't had. Here I didn't had. Okay, you will see here. No, no. How many cells I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here there is a space added. I'll remove it. Enter. Now it says as sound. Here also count A has been reduced. So counts the number of cells blank. Clear? Anybody has a doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll go for the next one. I'll open for the next one. Next sheet I'm going. Now I want to know what is the date today. Today. Okay, I want to know current date. Okay, to find the current date in Excel, what is the shortcut key I can use? Or what is the function I have to use? For finding a date, you have to give equals to, type as today, open the bracket, close the bracket. You should not type anything. Open the bracket, close the bracket, press enter. So probably you will be getting a different format of date. This one. Since I changed here, I'm getting this. So I'll again go for this format. Check it out whichever the format you're getting. So I'll select whichever the method I want here.
Ma'am, I'm getting today's date, month and year.
Okay. Usually you will get like this. Month, then date, then year. Usually it will be like this. Date and then year. Okay. Say if I type the date here also, say example I'll type here 02 10 2023. Here you have to go on this. Can you see here launch button? Click on this. Go for the date. You will have here few methods how you want your date to be displayed. See, since I'm using here the language as India, it shows me like that. I'll change it to US. English, United States. So I need to restart this, so I'm not doing it. So date function. Now I'll go here. Now see the date function, you have a methods here. Whichever the method you will like, that method you choose it. I'll choose this method where I need three letters in words. Okay, so generally let me type here now. Equals to today, open the bracket, close the bracket, enter. You get like this. Now I want to change the format. I'll go here and choose whichever the method I want. I'll choose this method which I want like this. I'll click on OK. Automatically it will change like this. Okay, so current date. So without this function, so what you are using? You are using equals to today, open bracket, close bracket is for the current date. Now without that, if I want to use a shortcut key, then I'll use Control, Shift, Control and colon. Sorry, Control and colon. You have to press Control with colon. Press this, you'll get the current date.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, when I change the format, it types as hashtags, ma'am. Only hashtag.
You go here, see, since this place is not sufficient to display, it is displaying as hashtag. When you go on this, double click like, just double click, it will open. If you are not able to
Okay,
do the
ma'am.
double click, you know this method which I taught you in a last class, auto fit row, height and column. This also you can do by selecting
Okay,
everything.
ma'am.
Now we will go for time. Time. Okay, to find the current time, we don't have a particular function, whereas we can use a shortcut key. The shortcut key is Control plus Shift plus colon. Colon you have to use. So I'll use Control Shift colon. I'll get the current time. And now next one, I want to see date and time together. If till here you people are done, then I'll do this. To
Can you repeat
display
the
the
time?
date and time, you use this shortcut key mark. Press Control Shift and colon together, you'll get a time. Did you get? Now look here, I want to know the current date and time together. So what I will use, equals to, now open the bracket, close the bracket, and open the bracket, close the bracket, enter. So that is, again let me show you, equals to, now open the bracket, close the bracket, and press enter. Now again I'm giving a date here, today, close the bracket, open bracket, close bracket, enter. So in this, equals to day. I'm only giving day, open a bracket, I'll select this date, close the bracket, enter. So day is 10. What is the day? Now I want to know month. A month, we will use equals to month, open a bracket, select the date, close the bracket, enter. So, second month. Now year we will find equals to year, open a bracket, select the date, close the bracket, press enter. Can you all do this?
Ma'am, for
I
year,
am
what do we have to select?
for this one,
For year, ma'am.
equals to year, select the date, close the bracket, press enter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, let me give a date. Assume that I'll give like this 2023. Okay, 01 that is January, 01 is the start date. Okay, this date what I've given here is in the format of year, month, and date. This is the format I've given. Okay, now what I want to know is from this after 3 months, after 3 months, what will be the date? Okay, this I want to know. What will be the date I want to know? I'll select this. Since the text is going to the next line, I'll wrap the text. I'll click on this wrap text. So it will display me in one single cell. Okay, now what I want to know, after 3 months, what is the date I want to know? Equals to EO month. EO month. End of the month. Open a bracket. EO month. Open a bracket. Now select your date. Give a comma. Then how many months? After 3 months, give it as 3. Close the bracket. Now press enter. This is showing me some value which is not in a date format. Now what I will do, I will go on this launch button, go for a date, select whichever the format you want. I will select the same thing, year, date and month format which I was using. Whichever the method you are using, you select that. I'll click on OK. Now see what is happening is it shows me here as 4. 4 is what? April month, right? So we have what? We have a January, we have a February, we have a March, then it has to display me April. I gave here as 3 months. So what it is doing is end of the month. So it is not considering the January month. January month it is not considering. It is considering from the February, March, April. This is what it is considering. End of the third month it is taking me. But this is wrong, which I don't want. I want exact 3 months count. So what I will do, instead of EO month, I will use here E date, end date, E date, end date. Okay, open a bracket. So this is my start date. Give a comma. After 3 months, what will be the date I want to see? So again, I'm changing this format. I'll go for this launch button, select the date. I'll select in which format I require. I'll click on OK. Now see, it says April 1st. It is not saying me April 30th. It says me as April 1st. So January, February, March. So since it is a start date is first, so again ending date is also considered as first. Clear everyone? Anybody have?
Excuse ma'am, could you repeat that EO month and EO date? My power went off.
Sure. Okay, let me consider now the month as 2022. Okay, October 20. October 20 is the date. So this is also the same format I've given. Now I want to know what after 3 months, what is the date I would like to. For seeing this, what I will do equals to EO month. EO month. So it starts on what? 20th. So generally we will count manually and see. So 20th of October means it ends on which day? April, October. So next November, December, January. So January 20th it will be there, right? January 20th must be the date which it has to display me. Third month means you count yourself October to November, November to December, December to January. So January 20th it has to display, right? Now this is my start date. Give a comma, end of the third month, close the bracket, enter. So this shows me in a numeric. I'll select this. I'll go on this launch for dialog launcher. Date I will select. In which format the date has to display for me. That format I am going to select. After selecting this, I'll click on OK. Done. Now see it says as 31st. It is not saying me as January 20th. The end of the January month 31st it is showing. That is what EO month means. It doesn't count proper after 30 days. 30 days, 31 days, it is not counting. It is counting this third month when it will end. So it ends in 31st of January, which is wrong. So if I want a proper date of count, I'll use e date equals to e date, open a bracket, select the date, give a comma, number of month 3, close the bracket, and let me change this date format again. So instead of going to this dialog launcher, I'll right click, format cell, date, and select the format which I need. Okay, done. Now can you see this? It says exact January 20th.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, I did EO month. It came corrected the first time.
This one,
I did
EO month.
EO, and it came
Okay.
correct. Like it calculated exactly 3 months correctly.
Date what you gave.
I had given 10th October. I mean 20th October 2022. It came
Hmm?
exactly to Jan 31st.
Hmm?
Oh, it's Jan 31st.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. But I
You have
thought
to
the
give
month
this
is correct, so maybe it's correct.
month is
Okay,
correct,
ma'am.
ma. But end of the January
Okay.
it is 31st, no?
Oh, okay, ma'am. Yeah.
But
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
don't want end of January month. I want the exact date when it is going to end. Same way, instead of after 3 months, if we have to calculate before 3 months, okay? Before 3 months. Say example, I'll just put it over here and edit this. I don't want after, I need before. So what you will do? Same method we are going to do equals to EO month. Okay, select the date. Since it is before 3 months, you are not going to give directly 3, you will give it as minus 3. Before this, it has to minus a 3 months and give me an output. So I'll copy this format painter, I'll double click over here, enter, done. So instead of me going and changing, I'm just using this format painter. So see, it is July 31st. So now let's try with E month, E date. I'll open a bracket. So start date, I'm selecting this, comma, month minus 3. Close the bracket, and again this is coming like this, but I want it in this format. So what I will do, I will place my cell here, click on this format painter, it will create a brush like a symbol, double click here, then enter. You will get the format changed. Are you able to do this?
Ma'am, could you show
Yes,
me the before date again?
Before date. Nothing special, you just need to give minus 3. Here directly we gave 3, here we are giving us minus 3. After months directly 3 I gave, before I gave it as minus 3. That is the only difference.
Okay, ma'am.
Any other doubts?
Ma'am, when
Hmm?
I selected the date, it says you entered too few arguments for this, something like that came up. So maybe the date format should be in that way
It's not
itself.
about the date format. The error is not
Then,
because of date format. You might have added some space or comma or some other characters in between the function. So it says like that. Click on OK. Redo once again. Redo once again and try what is the answer you're getting and tell me.
Ma'am, before 3 months, could you do EO month? I get it's an error.
It's already available here. Okay, I'll show you for you once again. Equals to EO month. EO month. See the spelling also. Open a bracket. Select the start date. Give a comma. Then give it as -3. Close the bracket. Press enter. Press enter. You'll get the date. Any doubts you people have? If any doubts, please let me know. Girls, just give me 2 minutes. I'll share you some file right now. You can download it. Girls, I've shared some file on your WhatsApp. You can cross check with that. Download the file which I've shared you. Okay. So before that, I have to give you some other questions also. So there is something which we were having as power and square. This also I'll teach you this. Then we will go for that file. Please look here. So in the working cells which I've shared you already, there is some file, there are some questions which is asked about power, square and pi, right? So those things also we will finish it off. You can try this later, but let me finish this. Date is given here. You can check with this. Okay. Okay. Now let me go for this Excel. Now I want to know the power value. Now we all know what is the power 2 to the square of 2 square is what? 2 square is 4, right? So 2 to the power of 2, that means 2 square. Sorry, I have to do it here. If I'm giving 2 to the square, 2 square if I'm giving, that means the answer what I'll get as 4. In case if I'm giving as 3 cube or 4 cube I'm giving, so 4 into 4 into 4. So what is the answer? Okay, so this I would like to see. So for that we will use a function square. So if I have a value as 25, what is the value, power value? This I want to see. So we will do here equals to square root of number. So before that, let's take some values. I'll give some examples here. 25, 100, 625, 4, 81, 121. Some values are taken. For this, we will find equals to square root sqrt square of 25 is what? So it is 5. Square root of 100 is what? This I want to find out. 100. Close the bracket. Enter. So you can just follow this. Equals to square sqrt. Open a bracket. Select the values. Close the bracket. Enter. You will find an answer. This is square values. So for 4, what is the answer? 2 into 2. That is 2 is the value. So these are the functions which we used for square. Okay, now I want to know the power value. For power means, say example, I want to multiply 3 into 3 times. 3 into 3 into 3. That is 3 cube. We call this as what? 3 cube. Or I want to multiply 5 4 times. 4, 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. That is 5 is the power of 4. Usually we don't use this many accounting terms. In case if you require, you can try this. Okay, in any field, whichever you might be going. So now we are going to try with power. Okay, excuse me. So 3, as I said, 3 times it has to multiply. 5, it has to multiply 4 times. 100, it has to multiply 2 times. 100 into 100. So then 11 into 11, I want to multiply. 30 into, sorry, this I'll give as 2, 3 times. 30, I want to multiply 5 times. 30 into 30 into 30 into like this 5 times I want to do. Now we will see the answer. Equals to power, open a bracket. What is my number? This is my number. What is the power value? This is the power value. Close the bracket, press enter, find the answer what you get. So you can multiply here and see equals to 3 into 3 into 3. 3 times enter. So the answer is right. We will see this equals to power. Open a bracket 5 comma power value is 4. I'll give 4. Close the bracket. Press enter. Then drag this and see what is the answer you are getting. If any doubts, please let me know.
Ma'am, show it once again. I was working, I couldn't see.
Okay, look here, Viva. I'll select this. So I want to know if I multiply 5 4 times equals to 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. So 4 times I've done. So what will be the answer? 625. So let's find the answer here. Equals to power, open a bracket. 5 comma 5 to the power of 4. So this 4 I have a number here. Power value I have a here. Select this. Close the bracket. Press enter.
Yes, ma'am, understood. I will work it out.
Hmm. So then you can drag this. So we'll get a output. And you all know what is the pi value? What is the pi value? This is the pi value 22 divided by 7. If someone asks you what is the pi value of 5, what is the pi value of 4, then what you will do is simple equals to you will select this. You will select this into pi, open a bracket, close the bracket. Instead of typing all this value into pi, open a bracket, close the bracket, press enter. Done. Are you getting this answer?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
can
I
you show
couldn't
it
see.
again?
Could you?
Okay. Now I want to know what is the value of 10. 10 pi value I want to know, which means I need to multiply 10 into 3.142857143. This I have to do. For doing all such a big format, what I will do equals to 10 into pi, open the bracket, close the bracket. This is the pi value, right? 3.14 is. So 10 into pi, open a bracket, close the bracket, and done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see in this Excel working one, there are few things which you have to work on this. Okay. So I've already given the format. Try to do this, which I've given to you in the same thing. You have a answer. If you don't understand, I will let you know. So see, EO month is given. You can try this. At the same time, you also try with E date also you try. Today and now has been given. Okay. We can working days. This I have to teach. Work days, network days. I will teach you. Okay. The remaining things I've done. So now we will do network days. Okay. Network days calculation we will do in a date format. We will see some function. Um, So 2023 February 01 is the start date. End date of February is what? 28 or 29? It is 28. So what we will do? 2023 February 28. This is the end date. So we have a start date and we have a end date. Clear? Now what I want to know? I want to know the number of working days. the number of working days here. Okay, we have two methods of using. So I'll teach you this. See here equals to net work days. Two options, net work days. So you have a start date, end date, holidays. At the same time, if you choose net work days international, you have start date, end date, weekend, holidays. This you have. Now I'll be using network days international. So what is my start date? 1st of February is my start date. Give a comma. What is my end date? 28th of February is my end date, comma. For weekend, you will get a list. In this list, which method of weekend you have? So I will use Sundays only. So it is 11. I am going on the Sundays only and I'll press a tab. So I'll get 11 automatically. If not, you type it as 11. If you're not able to get it, type it as 11. Then give a comma. Number of holidays. This means it is not a holiday that has been deducted from your salary or like that. It is a holiday given to you from the company side. So say example, two holidays. Close the bracket. Now how many number of days will be paid for you? 24 days. Number of working days is 24. Okay, the number of working days is 24. I'll wrap this text here. Okay, now we will do one more. Excuse me. So, how many number of weekdays I have? Okay, how many number of weekdays I have? If this is the number, what is the week date? Okay, so it has to start with from Monday. It has to count with Monday. Okay, Monday to Sunday it has to count. Then I'm giving here, close the bracket. What is the weekday? So third day is my weekday. So this one, what I will do equals to, okay, first you try this, then I'll tell you. Are you getting this? So how did I get 3? I started from when? This 2 is what? 2 is what for me? Monday to Sunday. Monday to Sunday is my value. So now see the calendar. Monday is 1, Tuesday is 2, Wednesday is 3. Wednesday is the third day. My month has started on. My this date is started on third day. The day has started on third day. So that is what is given here. Okay. If I want to see the same day in a text, in a words, what is this Wednesday or Thursday? What I will do equals to text, type it as text, sorry, type it as text, open a bracket, this is the value, comma. Which format I want? I wanted days. 4 times D you have to type. 4 times D you have to type. Close the bracket. Enter. I'm typing here D. I'll give it as double quote. Close the double quote. Enter. So whenever we type a text, we must use double quote. Okay, this method
Ma'am,
was the,
could
yes,
you
tell me.
repeat number of working days? The 24, how did you get?
This one, okay.
Yes.
So equals to net work days. Net work days international. Open a bracket. So if this is my start date, what is your start date? This is my start date, comma. What is my end date? This is my end date. Give a comma. Then weekdays, how many week off you have? Weekend, only Sundays you have, only Mondays you have, only Saturday, Sundays you have. Whichever the method you choose it. I'm choosing only Sunday. Sundays only. So it shows me as 11. 11, give a comma. Number of holidays given from the company side 2 days. Close the bracket. Then how many number of days will be counted as a working days? So it is 24.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm. Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, then how did you put like two for weekdays, ma'am? Like you had put like the cell to the cell and then you put two. How did you take that as a consideration?
Two. See,
Yes, ma'am.
how I'm counting the number of days. From Sunday, your weekday starts, or from Monday it starts. From when it is starting. So from Sunday to Saturday, 7 days I'm considering. So in that case, one. So here it is given as one. Okay. So number one, Monday from Monday it is counting, then it is two. So I'll take from now, I'll give it as one. Sunday is the first day only, we will consider one. Enter. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Wednesday, which day is the, see the calendar? Wednesday is the month beginning date. This date begins on Wednesday, the fourth day. Fourth day. Now we will find that equals to text. Next, open a bracket. Where is my value? This is my value. This is a day, fourth day. I want this day in a words. So if I give it, I'll give it a double quote. 3 times D I will give. Close the double quote, close the bracket. So it comes in 3 letters. If I give the same thing in 4 times if I give, I'll get the full day. That is full Wednesday I will be getting.
Yes,
Understood
ma'am.
now?
Understood. Yes, ma'am.
So this is how the text has been given to you here. So you can try the same thing. I forgot to remove the values and share you. So it has been shared directly, I think, to you all. You refer this and EO month is given. Here you are calculating EO month. Just do the simultaneously on the next cell for E date also. E date also you can try. Here. So this we will do at last. Okay. So there is nothing. It is only like in if function we have used no whether true or false kind of things. Say example, I'll give 10. Okay, I'll give it 10. I'll do it in next one only. Wait. Let me finish off this also so that we will go into big problems in next class. I'm giving some numbers here. Whatever the number you want to give, you give. So is this a number? Is this a number or a text? It
Number,
is a
ma'am.
number or text? Number. So that is what I'm asking here. Is this a number? Is this a number? I'll select the cell, close the bracket. Yes. So it says true. So again, I'll give here as uh, x, y, z. Now I'll ask here equals to is this a number? Is number. Open a bracket, select this, close the bracket, enter. So it says false. This is not a number. Okay. We will do one more thing. Equals to is text. Is this a text? Okay. Is this a text? I'll ask. I'll select this, close the bracket, enter. False. It is not a text. Okay. Let's see the next one. Equals to. Is this a text? I will select this, close the bracket, enter. So it says as true. Now we will do one more thing. There is no values here. Okay. So I'll remove this. I'll give you a 0. Now here nothing is there. So that means it is a blank. Now I'll ask this. Equals to. Is this a number? I'll ask. Is this a number? I'll open a bracket. I'll select the cell, close, enter. False. Let me ask this. Is this a text? I'll select the cell, close the bracket, enter. So it says false. Okay. Is this a blank one? Is this a blank? Is blank? I'll select this, close the bracket, enter. So true. Okay, we will do one more thing. I'll give you as NA. NA equals to, is this a error? I'll ask. Is this a error? I'll ask this. So false, it's not an error. Okay, so excuse me. Like this, it is just a questioning method. Is error, I'll close this, enter. So false. So like this are just a questioning method. There is nothing important in this. You can try with this. All these things is not text, anything. So already answer is also given. In case this is only a questioning format, in case if you want, you try this. Okay, this is just for an information purpose. And I've given you one of the file today. Please make sure that you download it today. So in next class, we will continue. Once that is done, then I have to start with the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So make sure you people download it. Clear? Any doubts in today's section? You can ask me, girls. Why no one is answering me? You didn't understand or what?
No, ma'am, we understood.
Okay. So I've shared you one of the file. Make sure you download it. Okay. And sorry for the delay in link sharing for you, YouTube link. It will be shared by tomorrow or today. But I'm sure today it won't be possible. Tomorrow you will get it. All the three videos. And what else? Okay. I didn't share you the attendance link also. I'll share that also tomorrow. It's just only for your reference. Cross check once and tell me if anyone is wrongly marked as absent. You let me know. I'll update it. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Fine. Thank you all. Bye. See you. Take care. Happy weekend.
Thank you, ma'am. Same to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.
Ma'am, tomorrow no class?